Hello and welcome. We are going to go through today the steps for registering your account, logging in, and creating your profile. So here we have our Virginia Wedding and Event Network listings page, the weddingindustryinsider.com. So to register a new account, you will click on the login and register up here in the top upper right hand corner. And since we are a new user, we're going to click the register button. So here we're going to select our username. Now this is very important. You need to make sure that you remember exactly how you put in your username. That includes all punctuation, capitalization, and any spaces. Unlike some other places where you put in a username, this one does allow spacing. So if you put spacing in there, you are going to need to remember that when you go to sign in. So I'm going to create my username. And I made a email address specifically for this activity today, so we're going to input our email address. And then here you have the option to decide, do you want the free listing, which is what we're going to do today, or you can also do the preferred listing for $200, and you can pay for that over at the vawenetwork.com website. So then once we pick the free listing, we're going to click sign up. And then what that's going to do is set us up for receiving our password and our email. And I'm going to pause this video until we get that email, and then I'll show you what to do from there. Okay, so here we have received our email address, or our email from there with our passwords and everything. So what we are going to do now is we click on the email. It tells you what your username is, including the space that we put in there. Again, very important to remember where you've put spacing in. Set the password. You click on this URL link right here, and that'll take us to a new page to where we can set our password. Now the important thing is, please set it to a password that you are going to remember. I will never remember this, so I'm going to change it to something that I can remember. Something very easy. It does let me know that it's very weak. You can definitely set it to whatever you would like. For this instance, we're going to use the weak password. And we're going to reset it. And now our password's been reset. So we're going to click log in. And it's going to take us to where we can log in. Now you can also log in back here as well. So if we log in from the main page, which is where most everybody is going to, so you're going to enter in your username, again, remembering spaces, and input the password that we just set. Okay, so as it logs in, here is what your profile and everything is going to start out as. So just a quick overview, and we're going to go into this item by item. Okay, so first off, our username. Again, once you set that at the beginning, it cannot be changed unless you start a whole nother account. Even the admins cannot change the username. So here's our username in case you had forgotten it. Again, remembering the space. You enter in your first name and then your last name, and then whatever your nickname will be. Now this you can set your nickname as what you would like your postings or anything else to be labeled as. If you don't want everybody to know your name, but maybe the company name, you can certainly use that for your nickname. So I'm just going to use Internet Marketing, and I'm going to tell it to use my display name as Innovate Marketing. So that way anything that I post now to that will show as Innovate Marketing. Here's where you will put your email. Typically it's the one that you use to set up your account. You would include any personal information that you wanted to here, like your website, your Google Plus page, your Twitter, your Facebook. You can talk about yourself, your profile picture. Now I want to make this clear for everybody. This particular profile picture will only be seen by you and the admins on the back end of the website. This is not the picture that everybody sees on the actual website itself. This is strictly for your icon when looking at different users for the system. It's more for you and the admins. So if you don't want to change it, or you don't have a Gravatar account or even want to mess with it, that is absolutely not a problem. Once you are in here as well, if later on you want to change your password, somebody might have gotten hold of it and you want to change it, you are able to do that here. It lets you know if you've been logged in anywhere else. If you are in multiple computers and you decide to change your password, you can set it to where it will log you out of all of the locations except for the one you were at. It tells you what type of account you have and how many days left you have in that account before you need to renew it. You also have the option here to renew the account if you would like. If you started with a free account, you can also choose to go to the preferred account and upgrade it. So once you have done all of your changes, and you can do these at any point in time, click Update Profile. Alright, so now we've created our profile for the admin. So if you are going to start your listings, you're going to go to Items. And this is going to show you any items that you have started. Now with me being a new user, I don't have any. So you're going to click Add New. And then you would title your listing whatever it is that you would like to use. Since this is just for testing purposes only, we're just going to kind of follow in that theme. So I'm going to name the title of this listing Test Listing. And then here is the body of what our listing is. This tells you all about your business, the history, the products, everything. This is the words of your listing. Okay. So then you're going to come over here to Item Categories, and you're going to set the category that your particular business falls under. Just to say vendors for this one. Set Item Image here next. This is going to set the image that everybody sees first in your listing. So if we go back to this page, and let me take it right back to the actual listings page. So see right here when I'm back into this, it says Test User up here on the right. I can go to my account, which is where I'm in on the other tab. I can log out. I can go straight into my items, which is where I'm creating the items, and then my events, which I'll get to that tab here in just a few minutes. So this picture here, like what you're seeing rolling through the slider, this is what your item image is. So this is the one very important image that you want to put in your listing. I'm not going to set one here. As with it being a test listing, I don't really have a picture ready for that one. And then you can choose, the locations or something of where you service. Now, you also have the option to show your service hours, or you can just leave that off and let, have it set. And these you don't have to put numbers. You can put by appointment only, open 9 to 5, however it is that you would like, and then add a little note to it. Now, your features is going to be, let's see, it's because I have it turned off. Okay, so your features is where you would put in your different awards, things like that. You would have your image icon there, the title of what it is, and maybe a brief description about what that item is. You are able to, if you had a listing already, it would be claimed. So this is showing that this is my listing, it was approved, and I claimed it today. You are able to look at the reviews, set it by category. There are some other things that you can do with this in the preferred listing that you cannot in the free listing. In the preferred listing, there also is a place where you can add more images to your listing rather than just the item image. You're actually able to have a photo gallery of all of your images. So if you have more than one picture, if you have the preferred listing, you can definitely put all of those on there. Also, you're able to set your location, show your phone number, all of that information or other tabs that are also in the preferred listing settings. So once you have this finished, you click Publish. And now my listing has been published to the page. So, well, actually what it is, it's been sent over to a admin for review, and then they approve it and it gets posted to the page. Now, let me go back in here. And if you go into items now, it'll show you that this is the one that I just created, and it's showing pending because it has not been approved by the admin at this moment. But even once it's approved, nothing else changes. Any kind of changes that you need to make, that's the way that it's going to look. Now for Events Pro, this is where you would add any events that you have upcoming. If you're going to be at a bridal show, if you're doing your own show, if you have any sales, if you're going to be anywhere, this is where you would put the events in. So that way you can let people searching your listing know where you're going to be at any point in time. Now this media tab here, these are going to be all of your images. So when you're first starting out, you're going to want to click Add New, and then you can drag and drop if you're like me and have multiple monitors, or if you have 2 different screens open, or you can click Select Files, and then you can go in and just pick where on your computer those files are and upload them to the media library here. So that is why it would not let me earlier add any images, because I have nothing in the media library at this moment. Over here are your reviews. Now, what happens with these listings is your customers can go onto your listings and they can leave a review for you. Once they leave the review, it goes over to the admin for another review, and then it gets approved by admin, and then it attaches to your listing. You can come in back here at any point and view your reviews. If there are some on there that you would prefer not to be shown, you can set that as well. So there's all different things that you can do with your reviews, your listings, events you're going to be at, and the media, which again is your pictures and things for your listing. At any time you can go to view the current running site. You can look at your profile again if you want to change something, and then you log out. That is how you create your listing, register your account, and start getting your ad up on the VAWE vendors register. So again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. You can email me at Teresa, THERESA, at Innovate, INOVATE, marketing.com, or you can also contact Dee Dee and she will give you my information as well. I appreciate it, and y'all have a wonderful day and happy listing.